Hi everyone, recycle and repurpose. That's the mantra today. And today's challenge for me is I'm going to recycle these two plastic bottles and I'm going to make sure that I use every bit of these bottles and I'm able to craft and make some beautiful and useful items today. Here are two empty plastic bottles. I have cleaned it, the contents are gone, washed it. Next, I'm going to take off the labels as neatly as possible, clean it, and it's ready to craft with. Now with the first bottle, which has a conical top, I'm going to remove the cap as well as the ring in the neck. I don't need it. Then I'm going to cut right below the conical portion, and then in the portion which is flat cylindrical shaped just below it, I'm going to cut 3 rings or bangle shapes out of them. I'm using both scissors as well as knife to cut it. You can use whatever you feel comfortable with. Just be careful while using the sharp objects. Don't hurt yourself. Next, I took some acrylic paints. I chose red and yellow colors and I made flowers randomly all over the conical surface as well as on the rings or the bangle shapes, and randomly I made them small and big. No specific pattern required, easy fun patterns with red petals and bright yellow centers. Once I had cut these out, I need to smooth the edges because they are sharp and can hurt anyone. So I heated up my iron and placed a paper over it, and then I took the sharp cut edges and placed near it to melt the plastic bit. Later I realized I don't need the paper, the plastic doesn't melt straight away, so I can place it directly on the hot iron surface and the edges, the sharp edges will blunt down because it will melt a little, yes, and it will curl inside. So there are no sharp edges and it will not hurt your hands anymore. So once the edges are smoothened, next I took an owl or a thick needle pointed object and heated it over flame, and I poked holes through it. So on the conical portion of the bottle, I made 3 holes approximately equidistant towards the base and then 2 holes towards the neck of the conical portion of the bottle. On the bangles or the ring portions, I made 2 holes through and through so that it can go through and through the ring on 2 ends using the hot sharp object. Again, be careful, don't burn yourself. Next, I needed something heavy, so I'm taking this terracotta wheels I had from some handicraft locally made toys. So I had these wheels which are made out of terracotta. These are basically discs. You can use anything like bells or anything heavy to add beads, glass beads, anything. I'm just coloring it again in red to match with the decor. Then I took some red yarn and I'm just roping in together. It's like putting through together. I'm just making a sequence of joining the cone with the bangle or the ring shape and then the heavy wheels in the bottom so that it hangs straight, and when it touches each other, it can make sounds. So these are in 3 different sizes, in consecutive sizes on 3 different sides, so that in case when the wind is there, they can make the little shine sounds are there. And then from the 2 holes that I had made on the top near the neck portion of the conical part of the plastic, I put the yarns, a loop of yarn, a string of yarn, and put the 2 ends into the conical part and made a knot inside, so the knot is not seeing outside, and I have just a clean loop outside to hang my shine. It looks really pretty. I'm showing it inside against a clear wall, and it looks really beautiful in my veranda against the greenery outside. From the next bottle, I cut out the dome shaped part, top part of the bottle with knife and scissors, and then I took a hot iron and I blunted or curled in the edges of the base so that it no more hurts anybody. I'm keeping the cap as well as neck because it's clean white portion. Next, I found this lid in all white, and I was lucky enough that it fits in very perfectly inside this dome shape. It belonged to a moisturizer container or a cream container, and it's pure white, so it becomes a tiny little cloche. One can add strings, beads, or beautiful bows and ribbons. I'm not much of a glamorous person, so I like to keep it simple. It's a cute little cloche. My today's video is part of my collaboration that I host twice in the month. It's called Bonded by DIY Collaboration, and in every episode I have 2 friends with me, and my today's guest channels are DIY from House to Home and Jackie from the channel Crafting in Mimi's World. So I'll put links to their videos in my description box so that you can visit their channels as well. And if you're coming from their channels, a big hello and look around, and if you love my content, please subscribe. Next, I wanted to try something inspired by Pinterest, and I'm trying this for the first time. Not so bad for the first time. I think I'll improve with more trials. So I took this plain cylindrical portion of the bottle, cut it out, flattened it, and cut it into 4 equal portions, then again cut it, and I have cut out 3 different sizes and 3 different sizes petals, simple to cut with scissors, just a broad top end and a narrow bottom end to make the petals. And I think I made some 5 or 6 big ones and 4 or 3 middle sized and 2 small sized. Then I just lit some candle. It's a little difficult on the camera because the glare focus is changing with the candle light here, but I just held my petals from the base narrow end using a forceps, and I brought them closer to the fire. Now the plastic melts a bit and it curls and takes its own shape, and it looks like a petal. So one has to be a little careful, don't be very enthusiastic, it will melt very quickly. So just go ahead and do as much as you need, and the petals will curl towards the top broader portion and will give that natural look. After I finished all of them, they had this suit collection, so I just took a piece of old rag and just cleaned my petals. I also added some gold color to this to give it little more beautiful touch. The base is black, there's still little melted or the burnt soot on it, so it has this clear portions as well as little touches of black, and the gold goes very nice with it. Next, remember this black lid, and I'm just going to use some glue gun, glue stick, glue to glue my petals onto this. So first I started with the round of the bigger petals on the periphery towards the base, and then in the center I stuck the middle sized one, and finally in the center the 2 smallest ones, and I have this petal. Later on, I even added some lines using a black permanent marker. And I have my first plastic bottle flower made. I think I'll improve in future. Now I'm left with these base portions of the bottles. This can form anything like planter to a container for holding pencils, brushes or anything. Now it depends on how you want to use it. You can just paint them and make planters. I thought of using some cardstock paper or fake leather. I cut them into strips and first I'm just using glue stick because I'm used paper, so I just attached the vertical ones to begin with, and it was a slight struggle managing so many strips of paper, but then first when I applied the vertical ones I was able to fix them with the one horizontal ring. It was pretty manageable after that. Now it's totally up to you how much or how less you want to weave. I wanted to leave some clear portions because one can see through what the content is. And this can be used as pencil stands, brush stands or any kind of organizer, or one can make some holes in the bottom and use it as planters. Two plastic bottles and so many crafts, so many DIYs, and what I'm left with is just this ring from the neck of the first black capped bottle. And you can give me ideas about how I can use this. I'm not going to throw this away. You can tell me in your comment section below what can I do with these. I'll see you soon with another DIY. Until then, stay positive, be creative and be happy. Think eco-friendly as well.